Hello, greetings one and all. Okay, bit of an announcement. I am putting into motion the recording of my second studio record. Now, the first one came out way back in 1995, and that was, of course, the Toby and the Whole Truth record, Ignorance is Bliss. And I'm going under that same banner this time. This record, I've got a title for it. It's going to be called Look Out. Okay, so I've been working with Dave Kemp quite recently. He came down a couple of weeks ago and we worked on some material and some arrangements and did a couple of little co-writes together. And Dave will be playing keyboards as well as arranging the horns and also arranging some string parts. So it's going to be quite an eclectic record. I don't think it's going to be too far away from what you would expect from me, but there are some other influences in there, and I'm certainly going to be exploring my sort of understanding of music outside of just the rock genre, shall we just say that. Yeah, so really looking forward to it. Got some great players involved. First off to say, I'm getting my old mate back, Matt Eldridge on the drums, and now Matt's sort of been retired as a professional drummer for a little while now, but I managed to drag him back out of retirement, and he's excited about that. So we've been discussing the songs as we've been going along. So that's really exciting, getting him back in the studio. We've got 25 songs on the slate, so there's a lot to go at. So I know he's currently sort of getting his chops back up. So, but I'm really looking forward to working with Matt again. That's going to be great. Got a fantastic bass player called Chris Blandon. Now, Chris works with Jim Dickinson actually at Bath Spa University, and fantastic musician, fantastic player, so really excited to work with Chris. And our own Mr. Samuel Wood is going to be playing a little bit of guitar on this record. Now, I'm going to be playing a lot of the guitar myself, but also going to bring some other musicians. We've got a horn section and a string section coming in for a couple of days. So yeah, it should be really, really cool. And maybe a couple of other little guest slots, just working it out at the moment. So yeah, we haven't got actually a release pattern as yet. I'm thinking of doing it in a number of ways. I'm not quite certain yet, so I'll let you know how and what that's going to be and when. Now, we'll be playing hopefully a couple of the new songs on the acoustic tour that I'm doing with Dave through May and June, and it's likely that some form of release will happen towards the end of June. I would have thought that's what I'm roughly aiming at, but we'll let you know about that as it comes along. So we're just trying to work all that out. Other things to mention: I'm going to be working with Stuart Dilley, the great illustrator that did all the stuff for Wayward Sons. We've got a really strong plan about the sleeve and how we're going to work all the artwork. So yeah, really excited about the whole package really. So yeah, yeah, and the other thing I'm gonna do is possibly open up the studio to a few people who want to come along and sort of experience what it's like to understand what it takes to make a record. I mean, I make records in a very specific way, quite old-fashioned, quite traditional in the way that I do things, but that's the only way I know how to do it, and I'm going to stick to my guns on that. So the studio is the place that we've recorded all of the Wayward Sons studios. It's up near Evesham, in Worcestershire. So yeah, really excited to get on with that. I'm going to be self-producing, but I'm going to be working with Chris Diada as an engineer on this record, and we'll probably mix the record together as well. So yeah, exciting. Really pleased to be back in the studio. So that's my second solo record, like I say, under the Toby and the Whole Truth banner, and it's going to be called Look Out. So I guess you should look out for it. Thanks a lot.